Welcome back, y'all. Today I'm gonna give you a classroom tour and show you everything that I use every day. Here we go. As soon as you walk in my room, you can see my mirror and my classroom greetings. So every single morning when they come in, they put up their backpacks and they select how they want to be greeted. They can choose if they want a high five, a hug, a dance move, whatever they want. Each kid is different. They want to be greeted differently, so I give them a choice. Then you come over here and you can see my affirmation station. This is my mirror where I take all my mirror pictures. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram and you can find my Like to Know It where I link every single outfit that I wear. So go follow me on both of those platforms so you can get the same outfits as me. But this is where I have the mirror, and this has all affirmations around it. It has I'm learning, I'm honest, I'm loved, I'm a friend, all the great things for the kids to remind themselves as they walk into the classroom. The first section, when you walk into my room after you pass the affirmation station, you can see my big sign that just says I'm so glad you're here. The kids need to hear that, they need to know it. So I tell them every single day, I'm so glad you're here. Right here is where we turn in all of our papers. I switch with 2 other teachers, so there's 3 of us total, and we each have a drawer where I have them turn in their papers. Under that, I have my nurse items drawer, and then I have where they can get notebook paper and index cards. I teach math, and we use notebook paper literally all the time, so I need it to where they can get it quickly and easily. So half the time when they come in the door, I'm like, grab a piece of note paper and go to your seat. These 2 buckets right here are where I have all of my original copies. So these are activities, worksheets, tests, things I've created that I can just quickly grab and go make copies of. These are math workbooks. These are things that are provided by the district or my school, or just things that we use all the time that have practice problems and lessons in them. And then of course all of my cleaning supplies, which is my wipes and things. These are my favorite tubs. They're from IKEA, and I have them in the small tubs and the large tubs, which I'll show you in a second, but I love them. This is the thing in my classroom that I get the most questions about. I posted a video a while ago that I had all my kids doing the affirmations on the last day of school. I got a little emotional because it was our last time to do it. But people ask all the time, can you tell me what it says? What are you saying in the video? This is it. So I'm gonna link it in the description of this video and you can go get it. It's just a digital download, but I went to like Staples or Office Depot or something and printed it massive, and it's my favorite part of every single day. As you get to this whiteboard on both sides, I have these wooden shelves that have all these tubs in them that have community supplies. So while they have their pencil bags, they also have another space where they can get extra pencils that they need, glue sticks, highlighters, sticky notes, all the things. When they come to school, they put their things in their pencil pouches that they need, but then all the extras come to me so that we can have community supplies. So these are accessible for them. Over there is where I have my math manipulatives, which is my base 10 blocks, my fraction squares, my fraction circles, my fraction tiles, all the things that the students need in order to have hands-on learning. These are my newest flexible seating chairs that they can take off of the shelf and go over to the carpet and whenever they have flexible seating time. This is how I store my students' items. So like I said, I have my homeroom and then I have 2 other classes. I don't want their stuff all over my room. So we have our classes numbered so they know their number and it's the same number in all the classes. So I have number 9. I teach my homeroom and their items go at the back of the room, but both of my switch classes keep their items in here. So since I teach math, every student has a math journal and a math folder. I have their folders labeled where their homeroom teacher and their number. So I have 2 number 9s in here, but they have their homeroom teacher on it as well, so they know which one is theirs. The same goes for both of their journals that are in here, so that they make sure they're grabbing their items, but they're stored neatly, and I can fit both of my entire class's items right here. Up on top is where I have my compliment letters. Like I said before, I'm going to record another video. It's actually my next video where I'm going to explain all things compliment letters so you can know how I use them. Like I said earlier, I have those smaller IKEA boxes. These are the bigger ones I was talking about. In my classroom setup video, which you can go back and watch, I talked about what I use these for, but these are the way that I organize. I don't like organization to look cluttered, and so since these are all uniform and they all look the same and it hides everything that's in them, it makes my room look cleaner. So I have tissue boxes, clipboards, my Glow Day room transformation, my March Madness room transformation, and then any holiday decorations. This one is not labeled because it has prizes in it. So if you're my student and you're watching this, pretend you did not hear that. This is my punch card rewards. Again, I'm gonna have another video just like the compliment letters where I explain what the punch card rewards are. But this is where our list goes so the kids can see it and it can be an ongoing motivator for them to be doing what they're supposed to do in order to get punches so they can get a reward. This is my most prized possession, my Chromebook cart. So this is where I charge the Chromebooks every single day at the end of the day. I actually have a tech team. I just sent home applications where they get to apply to be on tech team. It is a job that I do pay them with punches to help me with technology. That can be something that they're just plugging in the Chromebooks every day, but it's also, if someone in our class has an issue with their Chromebook, they go to tech team and they're able to help them. If I have an issue with technology, they also help me, or if I have a substitute, they also help them. This is just a little classroom hack. If you have a space in your room that you just need to hide all of your things, but it is not pleasing to the eye, I have a tension rod up here, and then I just hung a curtain. So I had to put Velcro on this side and the other side, so that the curtain would stay. Like I said earlier with the white bins, it doesn't look as cluttered. Some of my co-teachers have really cute curtains. I just went with a black one so it didn't clash with any of my rainbow that I have in my room. These are our mailboxes. Instead of labeling them with stickers, I just got binder clips and I put their numbers on them. And then I clipped them on just like this. And then they know that their mailbox has their number on it. This is for Thursday folders when papers need to go home, graded papers, all the things. It's just more organized. And then these are our classroom board games. They're from Head Over Heels for Teaching. I'll tag her in the description. You've got to go follow her. She has the cutest things. But this is the race to finish game. I actually went in and added these to it to make the game more eventful. If someone gets really close to winning and then they land on go back to start, it makes the game so much more fun and the kids are so competitive. Another option of the games is tic-tac-toe, and this is not your average tic-tac-toe. This is a larger version with more squares for the kids to play. I use these board games for review, for activities. If I feel like we're not super engaged, I will whip out one of these games to engage the whole class. And then I have just a regular tic-tac-toe board. And then one of the class favorites is the Connect 4. Cubbies back here are reserved for my homeroom only. This is where they keep their math journal, their math folder, their morning journal, and their bucket where they keep their pencil bag and their Chromebook. This cabinet is a fan favorite of my students because every single morning when they come in, we do a thing called soft start. I think that when kids get to school, sometimes they're tired and they're not ready to immediately start learning. So when they come in, if they get here before the bell rings, they get to come to my soft start cabinet. Inside this cabinet, you will find all the different games that they're allowed to play. I have Connect 4, I have Guess Who, I have Building Blocks, Play-Doh, all the things if they want to come in and just have fun with their friends before the school day begins. Just above where the soft start items are, I have my math board. This is where all of my anchor charts are going to be. I use these clips that are push pins, but also clips so that I can put all of the anchor charts that we use. This is really helpful for students that want to go back and review. They can ask me to switch it so they can see a different anchor chart, but it's also helpful for students that are absent because a lot of the anchor charts that I make, they will also be making in their journals. So if they're absent, then they're not able to put it in their journal, but they can come back to the math corner and they can copy it straight from my anchor chart into their journal. This is the table where I pull small groups and have one-on-one conferences with kids or review things that they need to go over. This is where I have my favorite under the desk shelving units that I have linked in so many videos, and I'll link them again here. But what I love up here is 5th grade math is all about vocab. They're learning all these new terms. Some of them they're reviewing from 4th grade and 3rd grade, but some of them are new. I love them because they're rainbow and they match my entire classroom, but they're also super helpful. On my desk, you can see that I literally just have a keyboard. So this year, I don't have an actual desktop on my computer. This keyboard is connected to my projector, and so it's really cool because it doesn't keep me trapped behind my desk anymore. I can come over to my small group table and be working on something that's on the board for the entire class while leading a small group. This has nothing to do with anything, but look how cute this is. It's a little mug rug. I have it on my desk so my coffee doesn't get all my papers wet. Once you get over to my small group table area over here, this is kind of my section of the room. I do my best to keep it tidy, but I love how much space is here. It makes me feel like my classroom is bigger. But this is all the stuff that I use personally. So this is my prize wheel. Again, when I do my compliment letter video and punch card video, it's also going to talk about my prize wheel. This is where I have all of my things I'm going to do throughout the week. So Monday, Tuesday, all the way through Friday. It has small groups, expo markers, and then I also keep my punch cards here for the students to get new ones once they fill up their whole punch card. This is really good for me to have close to my small group table because it has my Mr. Sketch markers, it has all my sticky notes, my staplers, all the things I need when I'm going to and from helping students or just doing things at my desk. And this is exactly what it looks like. It is just my catch-all cart. Anything I don't know where to put it, it just goes in this cart. This lamp makes me happy because it has rainbow lampshades. This is my mystery prize machine. A while ago, I took an old red gumball machine and spray painted it pink and made it super cute. And this is something they can use when they turn in their punch card to get something out of the mystery prize machine. I'll talk about this also when I talk about my reward systems. This is one of those things that I feel like you see every teacher have and you wonder if they actually use it, and I use it literally all the time. It's what holds my paper clips, my binder clips, pins, all the things I need that are the little knick-knack things that you never know where they are. This helps me stay organized, so I would highly recommend that. This is provided by the school. It's just a smaller filing cabinet. It's my prize box so that I don't actually have to have one. So it actually has 3 different layers, and let's say a student from one of the other classes gets to use prize box for something, that's what they won when they spun the wheel. They can pick from the top 2 drawers. The bottom drawer is a drawer I reserve for my homeroom that they can use when they turn in their punch card. This is my claw machine that they can also use when they're turning in a punch card. It has little desk pets that are just, it looks like little stuffed animals that they get to keep at their desk or in their box that transitions from room to room with them. They really love it and they try to get one that they love because they're all different animals. I had a student ask me yesterday, if I turn in my punch card, in order to fill out a punch card, you have to have 28 punches. And they're like, if I fill up my whole punch card and I try one time and I don't get it, do I get to try again? And I was like, yes, you get to play until you win. I'm not gonna make you use a whole punch card and then not even win anything. This is my teacher area, and this is another thing I get a lot of questions about. This backdrop is from a company called Pop and Party NOLA. I will tag them in the comments. They're on Instagram, so go check them out. This is another filing cabinet that came with my classroom. The top is where I have like Velcro strips, Velcro dots, stickers for the kids, prize box refills, all the things. The second one is where I have all of my spelling lists. For the first 9 weeks, I already have them all printed and I just have them in files in the filing cabinet. So when it's on Monday, I can go in and I can grab out the list for the week, pass them out, and I know where to find them. If a kid was absent, they know where to go. We can get all of our spelling lists. The third one is where I keep all my neon paper. So if I want to print their punch cards or notes going home and I want them to be on colored paper, that's the drawer I have them in. And then the bottom drawer is where I put all of the extra things that I purchased for other teachers. So like colored pins, expo markers, small gifts I want to give if I see them at the store. I put them in this drawer so that I can pass them out. Our school does a thing called Boo Buddies. They do Secret Valentine, Secret Santa, things like that. And so this is the drawer that helps supply that for when I'm gifting things to other teachers. But that is my space, and I'm going to show you my favorite thing that I use on my whiteboard. But like the posters that I showed you at the back of the room, Head Over Heels for Teaching has these really fun game boards. I have them digitally as well, which my students love. The only reason I printed them on a poster is because sometimes I have to have the questions on the board and we have to have the game board on another one. But when we're just playing the game for indoor recess and things like that, I can have it on the projector. And so when we're playing this, I do this for indoor recess. If we can't go outside, some kids get to play. These are the dots or the game pieces that they'll use when they're playing this game. All I did was cut out circles, laminated them, and then put magnet stickies on the back. And so when they want to play the game, all they have to do is grab the pieces and then they can play. We use this for Connect 4. I also have it for tic-tac-toe or the big board game like I showed you earlier. So when I'm standing and teaching at the front of the room, this is what I see, all my desks, and then the flexible seating over there like I talked about earlier that they can grab and use wherever they want to use it. And then this is my carpet. This is where they come when we're doing mini lesson, we're taking notes, things like that. I do have smaller seats at the front and then normal seats at the back, so kids that come and sit on the floor, they can use these desks. Like I showed in one of my other videos, these are interchangeable. They have the Velcro so that I can move them around, and it's super easy for me to have different seating chart every single week when they come in because I can move all the numbers around with no problem. I hope that answers any questions you had about my classroom. If you watched my classroom setup videos, I know my room looks nothing like it did, but I told you that. I said I wasn't going to be able to keep it. So this is how my room is set up right now. Again, it might change in a few weeks, but make sure you come back for my next video. It's gonna be the one that goes over my punch cards, my compliment letters, my prize wheel, my mystery prize machine, and my claw machine. So make sure you come back and watch that video so you can see everything that I use.